Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and it's Saturday so I'm back with another slasher review as part of the HORRORmans Slashback Challenge series. Now since I was away last week and didn't get to upload, I'll be doing two reviews within this one video. So I'll be doing last week's plus this week's. So we'll start with last week's theme, which was revenge. So Joe wanted us to review a slasher movie where the killer was taking out their revenge. And this was a very easy choice for me, it was pretty obvious. So I'll be reviewing Slaughter High. Slaughter High centers around a character called Marty. So the movie starts out when he's in high school and he's picked on by a group of the more popular students. They always play pranks on him and he gets pretty traumatized by this, and one prank went too far, leaving Marty disfigured. So the movie skips forward a few years and Marty decides to get his revenge back on the students that used to pick on him by holding a class reunion. The ex-students end up attending the reunion. Marty is there in disguise, ready for his revenge, and he gets it by killing off these people one by one. So that is the quick rundown of the storyline. Now we'll move on to what I think of this movie. This was a pretty easy one for me to review because I absolutely love this film. It's definitely one of my favourite 80s slashers for quite a number of reasons. One, I really like a good revenge slasher, and this one is a perfect example of that. Marty gets his revenge very, very nicely. I think Marty is a pretty cool killer. There's not really a lot to him, but yeah, in terms of revenge, he certainly does the job really, really well. Plus, I really like his outfit, which you can see there on the cover. He's dressed up in a jester mask and hat, and he wears the old high school jacket, which is pretty cool. Pretty simple, but it works really, really well, and it looks awesome. The other thing that I love about this movie is, as far as I know, this is the only slasher film that the main character has a theme song. Marty has a pretty awesome theme song which plays out throughout the movie, which is pretty cool. The other thing that I like the abandoned building setting. It works really, really well. The rest of the cast, the acting is kind of on the cheesy side, but then most 80s slashers and horror in general, there is a bit of cheese with the acting, but overall the rest of the cast is pretty good and the acting is fine, no problems with that. The kills are fantastic. There's good variety within this movie. There's a pretty decent body count. The standout kill for me is definitely the acid bath scene. That looks really, really awesome and extremely painful. But yeah, the rest of the kills are really, really good as well. And as I said, there's pretty good variety. So yeah, short and simple review for this one. I don't really have a lot more to say on Slaughter High. As I've already said, it's one of my favourites, and I think it definitely fits the revenge theme perfectly. So yeah, if you've seen this one, let me know what you think of it in the comment section below, and if you've never checked out Slaughter High before, I definitely highly recommend it. So that's been my review for week 10. Now we'll move on to my review for this week, week 11. Okay, so now we'll move on to this week's theme, week 11, which I believe was Blood on the Red Carpet, which basically Joe wanted us to review a slasher movie that featured a major star that's well known for acting, not just in horror, but in other movies in general. So I've decided to review Charlie's Farm. I think this one fits the criteria perfectly because this doesn't just have one major star, it has several. It has Nathan Jones, who plays Charlie. He's also in Mad Max Fury Road. Also has Bill Moseley, who needs no introduction, very popular within the horror genre. Kane Hodder, also very popular in the horror genre. And Tara Reid, who I don't like, but she is in this movie, and she's pretty well known for the American Pie movies. So I think this one fits the theme perfectly. Plus, this was one that I definitely wanted to review as part of the challenge. So yeah, Charlie's Farm centers around a group of 4 young adults. They're off on a road trip for the weekend, trying to track down the old abandoned Charlie's Farm location, which supposedly is still meant to be haunted, However, unbeknownst to the group, Charlie is still there, he's still around, he's still alive, and he's waiting to pick off anyone that trespasses on his land. So that is essentially the story. However, there is a little bit of a backstory throughout the movie to do with Charlie when he was younger and his mother and father. The family definitely have a big resemblance to the Sawyers from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so that was pretty cool. That was a pretty nice nod, and the backstory is done really, really well. It sets up Charlie's character nicely, I thought, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, now we'll get on to what I think of this movie. This is definitely one of my favourite modern slashers. It's awesome. Yeah, I absolutely love this one. So, first and foremost, Nathan Jones as Charlie, amazing killer. Nathan Jones is huge. He is a massive guy. I think he's like 6'11" and weighs quite a lot. Yeah, he's huge, and he just makes an absolutely phenomenal slasher killer. Charlie, pretty simple look. He doesn't really wear a mask or anything, and his outfit's pretty basic, but the makeup on Charlie looks really, really awesome. And as I said, he's huge. He's very intimidating, very scary, and extremely brutal. The rest of the cast are all really, really good. Pretty stock standard characters for a slasher, but no issues there. The location's pretty cool. It's filmed up in Queensland, so yeah, great scenery, and there's a lot of abandoned buildings which look really, really awesome. But yeah, great location as well. Now we'll move on to the kills. The kills are fantastic. There's a pretty decent body count. There's good variety, and the gore effects look fantastic. Now, it's not as gory as or over the top in terms of the kills as the Hatchet series is, but it definitely comes close. There's one awesome kill featuring someone's body part. That's all I'm going to say on that. In case you haven't seen this movie, I don't really want to spoil too much. But yeah, the kills are fantastic, pretty gory, and really, really good looking effects. So no issues there either. I did quickly want to mention one scene. There's kind of like a face-off between Kane Hodder's character and Charlie, which is pretty awesome. A nice little nod to the Hatchet films there, because, you know, Kane Hodder played Victor Crowley. So it definitely kind of reminded me of Victor Crowley vs. Charlie, which would be pretty cool. So that was a pretty cool scene. But yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say on Charlie's Farm other than it is fantastic. And if you're a fan of modern slashers, especially the Hatchet series, and you haven't checked this one out yet, I definitely highly, highly recommend it. Hopefully at some point we'll get a sequel to this, because I'd definitely like to see some more Charlie action, please. I don't know if Chris Sun, who directed this one, is planning a follow-up or a sequel, but hopefully we get one at some point. Anyway, that's been my review for Charlie's Farm. If you've seen it, let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. And if you haven't seen Charlie's Farm, I definitely highly recommend checking it out. Anyway, that's been my double review for week 10 and week 11. Until next Saturday, when I'll be back with another slasher review. I hope you've enjoyed these two, and thank you for watching.